season, has 20 blocks. That leads the Knights in that category. That's a look at your lineups for this matchup between the 10-5 Cougars and the 12-2 North Central Knights, as we will have the tip when we come back between the Knights and the Cougars on KBRB. Should be a great matchup, and we'll be back here to Springview High School with the tip after this.
Shopping fun again. Whether you're in the market for brand new or pre-owned, shop a great selection at William Crotter Company, where service is a family tradition. See them at 305 West Douglas in O'Neill, or you can find them on Facebook and CrotterAuto.com.
Jim Arnhold of Arnhold Insurance Agency in Bassett can provide you with health, life, and cancer insurance, Medicare supplement, nursing home, and disability coverage, business and estate planning. Give Jim a call at Arnhold Insurance in Bassett, 402-684-2901.
Stand solid with proven genetics from Barstow Angus of Springview. Each year in the early spring, Barstow Angus offers to beef producers throughout the region outstanding Angus bulls raised and fed to ensure structure and breeding soundness. Barstow Angus of Springview.
Count on your New Holland dealer, Sandhill Equipment of Bassett, to answer all of your farm equipment needs. They pride themselves on a hard-earned reputation for fair prices and unparalleled service. Visit them online at sandhilleq.com.
Concrete is the cornerstone of many building projects. Stewart Concrete, with locations in Atkinson, Stewart, and Valentine, can mix cement and water with all the ingredients to make the right concrete for the job. This mud's for you. From Stewart Concrete, serving you from Stewart, Atkinson, and Valentine. Call 402-924-3644.
Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Morrison Underground Sprinkler Service of Bassett. Matt and Trish will provide you with a free no-obligation estimate for underground sprinkler installation. Plus, they service and repair existing systems, too. Phone 402-684-3558.
Don't overload your brain circuits trying to find a qualified electrician. Make one call to Painter Electric, Randy Painter in Springview. Professional, affordable, experienced, and he is local. Phone 402-497-2086.
Rural health care from Rural Roots. Better health care for your family, from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sandhills Family Health Care with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
And we're back here to Kippahaw County High School on KBRB. We're on FM 92, KBRB.net. Over on FM 106.3, have been having some issues with AM 1400. Apologize for that. Efforting those this week, but on that side, in 106.3, it'll be Ainsworth tonight hosting Chambers Wheeler Central in a non-conference matchup. The Bulldogs will be in Bassett Thursday to take on this North Central team in girls and boys play. We're ready to go. North Central will go from west to east, as we call it, right to left in the first half. They're wearing their home white uniforms with the silver numbers and letters. Niobrara Verdigre in its road black uniforms with the blue and white numbers and letters. Tip controlled by the North Central Knights, and it looks like the Cougars will drop into a 2-3 zone. High post, they go to Cosgrove on the wing to Businger. Flips it across court on the wing to Anderson. Anderson up top to Buell, round to Businger. High post to Cosgrove. Drives, kicks it out. 3 for Anderson. Too strong. Rebound tipped around, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Businger. It will go over to the Cougars, and we'll see North Central looks like, as always, in a man-to-man defense. They will not go to full court pressure, at least to start this one. And it will be Jocelyn Miller handling the point for Niobrara Verdigre. Konopasek out there up high as well. And the Knights go man-to-man defensively. Konopasek trying to drive in on Cosgrove, and we've got a travel called on Cheney Konopasek, and that'll be the game's first turnover. So the Knights get a stop, and now Niobrara Verdigre will come out in a little 2-2-1 zone press. Cosgrove in the backcourt working with Businger. Businger now brings it into the middle, ahead to Anderson. Knights break the pressure to boost to Buell. Her 18-footer, too strong. The rebound. Halleck had a fingertip on it, but couldn't snare it. It goes out of bounds, and it's right back to the Cougars. So the Knights 0 for 2 on their first 2 shot attempts. And we're going to have a scoreless opening minute here between the 12-2 Knights and the 10-5 Cougars. Here's Breithopt on the wing, gets it into the hands of Swally. Swally working against Buell, 4 versus 4 in that matchup of the jerseys. Breithopt into the hands of Konopasek. Allie Cosgrove guards Cheney. Here is Swally, pull up 15-footer, and hits the back of the rim and dives and falls in. Swally gets the game's opening points, and Niobrara Verdigre strikes first. Knights break the pressure, pass tip. They get it ahead to Halleck. Halleck double teamed, brings it out to Brielle. Brielle on a drive, bounces to Cosgrove. Pass is tipped, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Niobrara Verdigre. So a tough start offensively for North Central, scoreless on the Knights' first 3 possessions. Boys varsity will follow this one between a streaking North Central team that's now up to 7-6 on the year. They'll take on a struggling 2-12 Cougars in that one. Miller gets it off to Swally, now hands it to Breithaupt. Breithaupt against Anderson, into the hands of Miller. Brielle Businger draws the assignment on the leading scorer, probably in the conference, in Jocelyn Miller. Miller in the deep right corner, loses a dribble, swings it out top to Swally. Swally tries to drive into the corner, quick shot for Miller, buries it. Good stroke from Jocelyn Miller on the assist from Swally from the right corner. It's a 5-0 start for Niobrara Verdigre. Knights into the corner to Halleck. Halleck down low to Cosgrove. Double team, puts it up, and her shot is blocked. That block for Miller. And here comes Konopasek the other way. They swing it out. Swally open for 3 on the wing. That one won't go, and the rebound down to Jenna Halleck. The other way, Businger takes it all the way in. She misses off the window on a little runner, and the rebound tracked down by Konopasek. And here come the Cougars again. Numbers. Breithaupt tries to bounce it across the lane. Good play by Anderson to knock it away. Leads to a Niobrara Verdigre turnover. Anderson was 1-on-2 there. It was a 2-on-1 break for the Cougars, and she batted the pass into the lane to force a turnover. Halleck can't catch it inside on a low pass on the bounce from Cosgrove, trying to feed the low post from the high post. Possession arrow this time will keep it with the Knights. North Central brings in Morgan Lewis, a sophomore in, as well as Allie Stephen, a junior. 3 subs in for Niobrara Verdigre. Harley Stark. Stark is a 5'11 junior. Also out there is Angelina Bauer, 5'7 junior. Ball inbounded to Stevens, now into the hands of Lewis. And the third sub for Niobrara Verdigre came into the game. Looks to be Summer Vesely, a 5'8 sophomore. Good feed inside to Halleck on the assist from Brielle. And the Knights get on the board as Halleck collects the bucket. 5-2, 4:45 to go opening quarter. Swally looking inside. Nothing there. She'll try to drive. Pull up baseline jumper is short off the side of the backboard. Rebound down to Stephen. Gets it ahead to Brielle for the right-handed layup. Brielle gets past the defense on a rebound and assist from Allie Stephen. 5-4. Knights have scored 4 straight after falling in a 5-0 hole. In the corner with the basketball, Bauer. Now here's Miller. Can't get that 3-point shot off. Quick closeout from Businger. Swally. They try to throw it inside. That is knocked out of bounds by Allie Stephen. Another sub in as Ashley Parks into the game for Niobrara Verdigre, a 5'8 junior. She'll replace Swally. So already first-year coach Zach Stauffer, former coach, I believe, at Cozad, he is going 9 deep in the opening quarter. They throw it inside to Miller. A little turnaround off the glass. Won't fall. And a foul on the rebound will go against Niobrara Verdigre. That looks like it's on Angelina Bauer. And it is. So Bauer collects the foul. 4:06 to go opening quarter. The 12-2 Knights trail the 10-5 Cougars 5-4. Cougars will back out of that press a little bit. Now it's a more 3-quarter court. Businger to Stephen, back to Brielle. Brielle into the middle to Anderson. Anderson nearly traveled with it, got it down to Halleck. Halleck takes it in, puts up the shot, and scores from 6 feet. Halleck has 4 early points on the assist from Addison Anderson, and the Knights have their first lead at 6-5 after falling in a 5-0 hole to start. Miller into the right corner. Bauer's going to launch a 3. That one off the top of the backboard, but the offensive rebound put up. That shot won't go for Parks. And Lewis is out of there with the defensive rebound. She passes it across the lane. It's tipped, but saved by Anderson. Anderson will fire a 3. That's off the back of the rim. Lewis after the rebound as 2 players hit the deck. It's out to Brielle. Her 3. Back rim, no. And the board into the hands of Harley Stark. Stark gets it off to Miller. Slips by a double team. Misses the shot. Rebound down to Anderson. Fast-paced game here on KBRB to start. They throw it across to Brielle, flips it up top. Anderson open for 3. This one looks short, grazes the front of the rim. Rebound is loose. Stephen throws it into the hands of Ashley Parks, and the Cougars come the other way. 6-5 North Central inside. Parks' little turnaround jumper is good. Make that Summer Vesely on the assist from Jocelyn Miller. So Vesely has a bucket. And it is 7-6 Niobrara. Verdigre back on top. 2:35 to go in the opening 8 minutes. Good feed inside. Allie Stephen too strong on the three-footer. And the rebound down to Miller. Boy, that was an excellent feed from Halleck down inside to Stephen. Just too strong on the shot. We'll have a timeout on the floor with 2:27 remaining in the opening quarter. Tri-County Bank scoreboard. It's Niobrara Verdigre 7, North Central 6.
Whether to or from the ball game, call timeout at Scott's Place in Bassett for a tank of Conoco regular, super, or diesel fuel, bases, loaded pizza, deli sandwiches, your favorite pop or beer. Scott's Place Conoco at the junction of Highway 20 and 183 has videos, Nebraska Lottery, and Powerball, too.
Yeah, big thanks to crew at Scott's Place and all of our North Central sportscasters bringing you the broadcast here this evening on KBRB. We've got the nights all week. We'll have Thursday's matchup in Bassett against Ainsworth and Friday's road trip to Myrna to take on two good Anselmo Myrna teams on Friday. It's a big week for North Central here on the hard court, especially on the girls' side, as boys also two really tough teams in Anselmo Myrna and Ainsworth this week. Niobrara Verdigre basketball off the timeout. The ball into the hands of Breithaupt, who's back in, and Vesely's going to travel with it. That's 3 turnovers on Niobrara Verdigre. 7-6 Cougar lead. The Knights return Buell and Cosgrove out there with Lewis, Halleck, and Businger. They will meet Brielle at half court this time. Lewis on the deep left wing is double teamed. Dribbles out of it, feeds it into the corner to Halleck. Nice feed inside to Cosgrove, out to Buell for a 15-footer. That one's off the side of the iron. Cosgrove there for the rebound, and she puts it in. Allie Cosgrove grabs the offensive board, and it's 8-7 North Central. This pass knocked away and stolen by Buell. They feed it ahead into the hands of Lewis. She has a hard time tracking it down. Gets it to Jenna Halleck. 15-footer for Halleck, back rim. And the rebound pulled out of there by Cheney Konopasek. Ahead quickly comes Breithaupt and the Cougars, down 8-7. They try to throw it to the side for Parks, and it's wide of Ashley and out of bounds. That's 4 turnovers for Niobrara Verdigre. Knights up 8-7 here with 80 seconds remaining in our opening 8 minutes of basketball. Expected a tight one, getting it here in the first quarter. Working against the zone, here's Cosgrove in the high post, turns the corner. Konopasek shuts her off. Now Businger on a little runner off the side of the backboard, trying to use glass and just caught it off the side of the backboard. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touched by North Central, and now a line change for Coach Stauffer and the Cougars, as Breithaupt, the only one who stays out there. Miller back in after a quick breather. Swally in, as is Angelina Bauer, and returning is Alexis Bartling. So going 9 deep here in the first quarter. Coach Stauffer brought in 4 subs on that whistle. Swally tries to turn the corner. Knights switch it off the pick. They feed it to Miller. Miller gets past Anderson, and she is fouled on the shot. Will go to the line for 2. Jocelyn Miller good with the basketball in her hands. Foul goes against Allie Stephen. First whistle on the Knights. Miller on the season is a 70% free throw shooter. It's a team that struggles at the line as a squad, just 46%, but Miller the exception at 70% on the season. And as you say that, she misses that one. Out goes Lewis. Back in comes Businger after a quick breather. And there with Anderson, Cosgrove, Halleck, and Buell. The starting 5-second free throw for Miller is good. Jocelyn has 4, including our only 3 of the first quarter. And we are deadlocked at 8 with 45 seconds remaining in the first. Anderson in the middle, gets it off to Brielle on the wing. Gets it to Anderson. Anderson high post to Cosgrove. Backs her way in. Nice up and under move, and Cosgrove with the finish. 10-8 North Central. That's our 5th lead change of the quarter. Breithaupt double teamed as the Knights go to a full court press. Now it's Miller breaking it 2-on-1. Bounces it across the lane. Bartling has a hard time grabbing it. Throws it outside to no one. Good defense by Jenna Halleck. She was the lone defender in a 2-on-1 break. She blocked the path of Miller. She had to try to bounce it across the lane to Breithaupt, or to Bartling, who couldn't gather the pass in, and she started to fall and threw it outside to no one, and it ends up being a Niobrara Verdigre turnover with 10 seconds. They try to enter it inside, does Businger to Halleck, and it's knocked out of bounds by Bartling. Knights will keep it with 8 on the clock, a 10-8 North Central lead here late in quarter number 1. They get it in on an outlet to Buell, throw it into the corner to Brielle, her three-point shot off the side of the iron, and the board down to Breithaupt, and they will not get the shot away, Swally, from past half court. And after 8 minutes, we've had 5 lead changes, and the North Central Knights will take a 10-8 lead into the second 8 minutes of basketball at your Tri-County Bank scoreboard here on KBRB.
Doing what's right yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Investing in our local communities is not a one-and-done project. At GJW, LLC, and Sandhills Elite Genetics, they take their responsibility to produce safe food seriously, doing their best for people, pigs, and producers.
Terps Automotive, located on Main Street in Bassett, is a proud Napa Auto Parts dealer. Your Napa Auto Parts store is where you get the good stuff for all your vehicles, from repairs to accessories. Terps Automotive in Bassett.
GNV's Market is your local affiliated food store in Bassett. They offer a complete line of grocery items, from fresh meats and produce to a great selection of canned and packaged foods. Make GNV's Market of Bassett your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs.
We're back on KBRB, FM 92, KBRB.net, and hope to be joining you as well here this evening on the North Central video stream of this one. So we're hoping that's up and working as it tends to do. We don't have much control over that other than to plug it in, so we're hopeful that that's working on the video stream tonight. Start the second 8 minutes of basketball. North Central with the possession arrow. Knights lead at 10-8, had 5 lead changes in that opening quarter, and there is a knockaway by the veteran Cheney Konopasek, anticipating the pass, and she is fouled on the shot attempt the other way. First turnover on North Central will lead to free throws for the senior. So Cheney Konopasek would have been a 4-year starter, lost a season to injury, I believe, as a sophomore after just having a fantastic freshman season for Niobrara Verdigre. Now back in her senior campaign, she misses the first free throw. Again, Niobrara Verdigre shooting under 50% as a team. Konopasek just under 50%, about 47% as a shooter. Her second one, that one is good. Cheney's on the board with her first point, and the Cougars back to within 1 at 10-9. Businger going to be met at half court by Miller. Gets it off to Buell. High post to Cosgrove. She's double teamed. Gets knocked to the floor. And a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Niobrara Verdigre. Cosgrove pops up looking for the foul as she got kind of spilled in that double team. But they say not enough contact to warrant a foul, and it will be Niobrara Verdigre basketball. So Knights go to a full court press. They throw it ahead to Bauer. She's across the timeline. Now waits for traffic to clear. Gets it into the hands of Breithaupt. Out there with Konopasek, Miller, and Vesely. Shot misses from Bauer, and the rebound knocked off the hands of Summer Vesely and over to the Knights. So North Central leading 10-9 in this battle to kind of help determine conference seeding. With a win, Niobrara Verdigre would leapfrog the Knights in wild card points. Brusinger doubled, gets it into the middle to Anderson. She passes on, taking the three, fires it into the right corner to Brielle. She drives baseline. Good feed across the lane to Halleck for the finish. Jenna with 6. Second assist for Brielle on a pretty pass. 12-9. Cougars break the press and losing the ball on the going up for it. It's going to go off of North Central and out of bounds. Konopasek, Coach McCleary, they're going to keep the ball with Niobrara Verdigre. The trail official came in and said one of the Knights batted it out of bounds and out of Konopasek's hands. Cheney gets it into the hands of Vesely on the left elbow. She tries to dribble against Buell, hands it off to Konopasek, guarded by Cosgrove. Drives, no place to throw that one. It's knocked out of bounds on a baseline pass by Halleck. It will stay with Niobrara Verdigre. Probably the best outcome the Cougars could have hoped for. Konopasek was caught in the air underneath the hoop. Only could throw it sideways down the baseline. Halleck knocked it out of bounds. Right corner, here's Bauer. Bauer into the middle. Konopasek takes it up underneath. Scores in the foul. Cheney Konopasek had a chance at a three-point play. Good control of the body there as she kind of slid between two North Central defenders. Drew the contact. It's on Allie Cosgrove. Third foul on North Central, first on Cosgrove. Substitutions in for Niobrara Verdigre as they bring on 3. Bartling back in, Swally back in. Konopasek at the line trying to complete the three-point play and tie us up. Free shot is good. Cheney has 4. She will exit as back in comes Ashley Parks. We're deadlocked at 12. Niobrara Verdigre has outscored North Central 4-2 here with a minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here is deep right wing. Anderson flips it across to Buell into the left corner to Brielle. Brielle cross-court pass to Anderson. Now dumps it down low to Halleck. 4-footer, good. Jenna's got the hot hand. She has 8 early points. Third assist for Anderson. Cougars break the pressure again. Swally will fire a 3. That's off the backboard into the hands of Businger. Brielle wants to run. Weaving through traffic. Puts up a floater. Too strong off the glass. Offensive rebound. Halleck turn around, put back. That won't go. And the rebound tipped into the hands of Miller. Now Miller wants to run. She is going to absorb contact. They'll call it on the shot as well. Wow, good play. Jocelyn Miller going down the right lane. Absorbed the contact and then shot the baseline jumper. She will go to the line for 2 as the foul on Addison Anderson, her first. Halleck couldn't convert that offensive rebound as Miller knocks in the free throw. She has 5, again averages just shy of 20 per game in her sophomore season to lead this Cougar team. 14-13 North Central, 5:56 to go in the second. Second one ties us up as Miller 3 for 4. At the line, already 5 for 7 are the Cougars at the free throw line. Knights have not attempted a free throw in this first half. Anderson, good feed, but through the hands of Halleck. Jenna had to stretch forward a bit, and it went right through her 2 hands and out of bounds. Second turnover on the Knights. Lainey Pospischel checks in for the Knights. Sophomore guard replaces Buell. Tied at 14. Expected a good one. We're getting it here from Kippahaw County High School on KBRB as we hit 6:15 tonight. An update, Ainsworth, wow, 27-8 after 1 quarter of play over Chambers Wheeler Central. Long miss by Miller. Rebound went down to Pospischel. She tried to race ahead and lost it, but it's thrown ahead. They throw it right into the hands, does Miller, of Addison Anderson, and a foul committed on the floor. So the teams actually exchanged turnovers after Pospischel got a long rebound on a missed 3. Ran ahead, Miller tracked her down, poked it out of her hands, and got the basketball, but then threw it right into the hands of Addie Anderson. The foul was on Harley Stark, her first personal. Corner 3 is too strong for Cosgrove. Good weak side rebound for Swally. Cougars get a stop. We are tied at 14 here in quarter number 2. Drive by Miller, kicks it into the corner. Now Swally 3, buries it on the right wing on the assist from Harley Stark. Swally has 5. And it is 17-14, Niobrara Verdigre by 3. Here's Cosgrove, takes it inside all the way to the rim, and she's fouled. Will go to the line for 2. Good take from the high post. Allie Cosgrove did not settle for that 15-footer. She attacked the rim, and she'll earn 2 free throws. Ainsworth a 27-8 lead after 1 quarter at home against Chambers Wheeler Central. Kendall Delamont, the sophomore, has 17 in the first quarter for the Bulldogs, including a half-court 3 at the buzzer. Wow, good start for Ainsworth at home against a CWC team that's beaten some decent squads, including Summerlin this year. Cosgrove makes the first free throw. She has 5. Most of the damage for the Knights offensively coming in the post with Cosgrove and Halleck. Halleck gets a little breather here. Second free throw off, but the offensive rebound. Allie Steven, and she puts it up and scores. There's a 3-point possession for the Knights, and there's a steal in the backcourt by Allie Cosgrove, and she gets a lay-in. There's a 5-point trick for North Central. Bright hopped ahead, feeds it inside. Turnaround jumper Stark, that won't go, but she is fouled. Wow. Knights got that turnover after the 3-point possession. Cosgrove the score. Allie with 7, Halleck with 8. Knights are back on top, 19-17 after falling behind by 3. And that foul goes against North Central. It's the second on Addison Anderson as the free throw is good for Harley Stark. 19-17. Konopasek back in. Out goes Ashley Parks. And now you'll have Anderson sit with the 2 fouls, 4:40 to go in the half as Halleck comes in after a quick breather. Second free throw, that one no good. The rebound tapped out by Konopasek out of bounds and will go over to the North Central Knights. Already 9 free throws in the first half for Niobrara Verdigre. Knights have attempted just 2. 19-17, North Central by a bucket. Brielle in the air, but gets it ahead to Pospischel. Laney flips it back to Brielle. Chasing, there is Laney. She'll step inside for a 17-footer. That's off the back of the rim, and Halleck's going to get called over the back of Bauer, trying to tip that rebound to herself. That on Jenna. It's the 6th team foul on North Central, 4:19 to go in the half, so that puts the Cougars in the bonus the rest of the half. Just 3 whistles against Niobrara Verdigre. First on Halleck. Knights go to the pressure. They throw it through the hands of Bauer, but it's saved by Stark. Throws it ahead. Loose ball recovered by Vesely. Her has her shot swatted out of bounds by Halleck. Boy, is Halleck a good, just kind of safety back there for North Central. When Niobrara Verdigre's broken the pressure, Halleck's been there a couple times to disrupt the numbers. Out goes Allie Steven. Into the game for the first time comes freshman Courtney Munger. Bauer gets it into the corner to Konopasek. Now to Stark. Throw it to Bauer. Right corner. Bauer drives in. 12-footer. Won't go. Rebound. Konopasek has it. She is double teamed. Gets it on a bounce into the hands of Breithopt. Breithopt throws it inside, and it's kicked by Cosgrove. 19-18, North Central by a point. Competitive first half, midway through quarter number 2. Brooklyn Buell returns. Out goes Laney Pospischel for the Knights. Niobrara Verdigre basketball down by a point. We've had 7 lead changes in this first half. They throw it in to nobody in particular. It's loose. Konopasek after it. Buell comes out of there with it, and a turnover forced by North Central. Back the other way comes Brielle Businger. Head up always as she gets it off to Buell. Good feed inside to Halleck. The finish too strong from Jenna from point-blank range. The rebound out of bounds, though, to the Knights. Cosgrove sealed off the help defender who tried to go after a great pass from Buell. Halleck couldn't put it away, but the Knights will keep the possession. Buell on the inbound to Munger. Now into the left corner. Brielle open for 3. That one too strong. Knights have been cold from the distance as the rebound, though, down to Brooklyn Buell. Buell with some hustle plays here in the second quarter. Good feed. Cosgrove down to Brielle. She's double teamed, knocked away, and stolen by Bauer. Bauer forces the 4th North Central turnover. Now out it goes. Bauer sets up for a 3. Now it's off the side of the iron. Rebound down to Brielle. Businger has numbers now. 3-on-2 behind the back dribble. And flips it into the lane. That one won't go, off the side of the iron, and the rebound down to Summer Vesely. Good job by Niobrara Verdigre getting back when it looked like the Knights would have numbers. Bauer on the wing, tries to throw it inside, poked away by Buell again. Here comes Businger ahead to Cosgrove. The finish won't go. Challenged by Breithopt, but it will stay with North Central. Knocked out of bounds on the rebound by the Cougars. Knights lead it 19-18 on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard with 2:49 to go here in our opening half of basketball. Businger to trigger it in for North Central. Gets it on an outlet to Buell. Into the hands of Munger. Munger on the wing, down along the baseline to Brielle. Up underneath, shot up, and good with the nice spin there, and a timeout taken by Coach Alex McCleary as Brielle gives the Knights a 21-18 lead. Nice feed on the assist from Courtney Munger. We'll take one as well. Knights lead it by 3 over the Cougars. Niobrara Valley Conference basketball on KBRB.
A profitable livestock operation depends on the health quality of your herd. Chippewa Vet Service, Dr. Angie Painter, Springview, specializes in reproduction ultrasound of cattle and horses. For health care of large and small animals, contact Dr. Angie Painter of Chippewa Vet Service, Springview, 402-497-3574.
For proven, dependable, efficient, and long-lasting diesel power units, visit with the friendly folks at Northern Plains Supply. They're your Isuzu dealer in this area. That's Northern Plains Supply of Bassett.
Lewis Nursery of Springview offers North Central Nebraska customers a wide variety of flowers and vegetables. Lewis Nursery, located along East Highway 183 in Springview. David appreciated your patronage this past season, and when it's time to plant your garden in the spring, remember Lewis Nursery of Springview.
Well, we've had a good one as expected here from Chippewa County High School. Niobrara Valley Conference matchup. Seeding on the line in this one. These two teams neck and neck in wild card points. Of course, the way the NVC seeds it is purely on wild card points, so it tends to underseed the larger schools that don't earn as many of those wild card points. And overseed sometimes the smallest schools who gain the wild card bonus points playing teams above their class. So St. Mary's at D2 at 10-3. Despite some losses to teams in the league, they are in line for the number 1 seed in the conference. Drive by Konopasek, flips that one along the baseline, won't go. Rebound loose, and it's tied up between Miller and Morgan Lewis. The possession arrow favors North Central, so the Knights get a stop off the timeout. They lead at 21-18. Had 7 lead changes in this first half. Knights have 8 from Jenna Halleck, 7 from Allie Cosgrove. Cross-court pass, Buell drives baseline, flips it to Cosgrove in the high post. She is double-teamed and a reach-in foul called on Breithaupt. That on Bree, I believe, is her first, just the 4th team foul on Niobrara Verdigre. Knights have committed 6. We have 2:05 remaining in our opening quarter. Addie Anderson on the bench for the Knights with 2 fouls in the half. Businger to trigger it in on the inbound. It gets it on an outlet to Buell. Buell has a pass stolen, telegraphed into the hands of Swally. Nice pass, Swally to Breithaupt. Can't finish. Long rebound, though, tapped out to Parks, and Niobrara Verdigre keeps it, and they leave Miller open for a deep 3. She can't get it to go. Cheney Konopasek on the board. Another possession for the Cougars. Here's Breithaupt with a 3 left wing. That's in and out. The rebound is chased around, and it's Konopasek down there with Cosgrove. Actually, that was Miller down there with Cosgrove. Possession arrow this time favors the Cougars. Out will go Ashley Parks. Back in comes Bartling. Knights will return Munger. Cosgrove gets a breather with 1:38 to go in the half. Knights up by 3. Scrappy basketball, both teams here. Niobrara Verdigre acquitting itself very well on the road, as expected from a 10-5 squad. Nice crossover move by Miller. Finishes with the left hand. Joslin now with 8. And it's back to a 1-point game. Buell high post tries to go to Munger. It's stolen away. Ahead comes Breithaupt. And she's going to lay it in. Knights back-to-back turnovers. And the lead is gone. 8th lead change of the half with 1:15 to go. It's 22-21. Niobrara Verdigre on top and on a little 4-point run. Buell throws it into the Niobrara Verdigre bench. And that's turnover number 7 now on North Central. Anderson's going to return with the 2 fouls. Out goes Munger as Cosgrove and Anderson return. 1:06 remaining in the half. It's 22-21 Niobrara Verdigre back on top here on the road. Miller working against Brielle Businger. Loses a dribble, needs some help, finds it to Breithaupt. Breithaupt on a bounce back to Miller. Brielle right there. Here's Konopasek working on Cosgrove. Puts up a tough shot in the lane. Good defense by Cosgrove. Konopasek hits it anyway. And it's a 3-point lead for the Cougars. Here's Anderson on a drive all the way in. Shot way up off the top of the backboard. Was it partially blocked, or did Addie just lose the handle? Anderson's lobbying that the ball was touched. The officials say no, and it goes over to the Cougars with 33 seconds. See if Niobrara Verdigre tries to play for one shot here. Miller on a spin move, gets a screen, now wants to attack. All the way in, has a shot blocked by Halleck into the hands of Cosgrove. But it's stolen away by Konopasek. Her layup short, more with the offensive board and put back. And right now the Cougars just out-hustling the Knights. They're on an 8-0 run. Final 10 seconds, 26-21 Niobrara Verdigre. Anderson has it poked away. Saved by Brielle, 15-footer. That one won't go. And the rebound is tipped around at the buzzer. And Niobrara Verdigre finishes the first half on an 8-0 run to take a 26-21 lead. Coach McCleary asking for a foul at the half and does not get the answer he likes, as they will go to the break in a 5-point Niobrara Verdigre lead as the officials tell Coach McCleary to exit the floor with his team. That's your Tri-County Bank halftime score. Cougars finish on an 8-0 run to take a 26-21 lead to the break.
Rangeland Rehab is your first choice for exceptional care. Physical therapist Brian Doak is trained to evaluate and treat a wide range of conditions. Call Rangeland Rehab, Main Street, Ainsworth at 402-387-1600, accepting most insurance carriers.
When you have construction needs of any type, contact Dave Knetzel of Town & Country Construction in Bassett. Hard work, honesty, and integrity are all trademarks of Town & Country Construction of Bassett. Proud supporter of the North Central Knights.
Hespe Auto Center in Springview handles all automotive repairs from minor to major. Does tire repair, has an on-location tire truck and 24-hour wrecker service. Does custom exhaust pipe bending, makes hydraulic and AC hoses. That's Hespe Auto Center, a block west and a half south of the flashing light in Springview.
For independent grain marketing, contact Pride Grain, located on Highway 20 between Long Pine and Bassett. Pride Grain has a variety of marketing tools available to meet your individual marketing plan. Contact Pride Grain, a supporter of local athletics.
Tradition runs deep at the fifth-generation Smith Angus Ranch. Kent and Cameron are dedicated to providing top-quality genetics to maximize their customers' profitability. Annual bull sale at the ranch south of Bassett, the fourth Friday of March. Check out their website at smithangus.com.
Take control of tax season with the trusted local professionals at Beth's Books and More in Springview. Personal, business, and agricultural services available, and much more. Call the local experts at Beth's Books and More at 402-497-2724 in Springview.
Yeah, big thanks to Beth Grutter, Beth Books and More on KBRB as we hit the half here. Big thanks to all of our North Central sportscasters bringing you the broadcast on KBRB. 26-21, Niobrara Verdigre with an 18-point second quarter, including the final 8 points of the frame, and they lead the North Central Knights by 5 here at the half. North Central 12-2, Niobrara Verdigre 10-5, but the Cougars at times out hustling the Knights for loose balls. It's been a good hustle from both teams, as you would expect, but Niobrara Verdigre is scrappy. They've got a 2-rebound advantage in the first half, and the Knights have got a +1 in turnover margin. So it's a tight one. 10 points from Jocelyn Miller. She is the leading scorer, I believe, in this Niobrara Valley Conference at just shy of 20 points per ball game, and she has 10 in the first half, halfway to that scoring average. North Central led 10-8 after one quarter when we had 5 lead changes, had 3 additional lead changes in the second quarter. Knights led 21-18 before that 8-0 run to close out the half by the Cougars of Niobrara Verdigre. It is our Tri-County Bank halftime show on KBRB. Your livestock is your livelihood, so keep both going strong with local financing from the Tri-County Bank. Whether you're a new producer, a seasoned veteran, or somewhere in between, Tri-County Bank staff are here to help your operation succeed. Stop by the Tri-County Bank. Their branch is conveniently located in Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, and O'Neill. You can visit TriCountyBank.com. The Tri-County Bank is member FDIC. We will take a break on KBRB and come back with our first half statistics in this 26-21 Niobrara Verdigre lead over the North Central Knights.
West Plains Bank of Ainsworth and Springview values each customer. They strive to offer you the financial products and services to help you accomplish your life's goals. West Plains Bank, Ainsworth and Springview, member FDIC.
Fontanelle, your game changer in the field. From local proven product recommendations to in-season advice to harvest insights, solutions you need, relationships you trust. Call Terry Kuchera, your local Fontanelle representative today, 402-992-8391.
Your irrigation system needs are met locally by Perfect Valley Irrigation of Bassett. Perfect Valley is your Valley Center pivot dealer. They don't just sell you a Valley system. They give you the service you have come to expect from Perfect Valley, Bassett.
And we're back here. Greg Kinsey on KBRB FM 92, KBRB.net, along with the North Central video feed of this broadcast here this evening. It is 26-21, Niobrara Verdigre, the 10-5 Cougars, leading the 12-2 North Central Knights by 5. Finished that first half on an 8-point run to go from 3 down to 5 up at the break. As we run through our first half statistics, well, Niobrara Verdigre, an excellent job attacking the rim as they have gone to the free throw line 9 times, Knights just twice. Niobrara Verdigre has capitalized on 6 of those 9 attempts. That's good for a Cougar team that shoots under 50% on the season. Jocelyn Miller, the scintillating sophomore, with 10 points in that first half, 3 for 4 at the line, hit 1 of 2 Niobrara Verdigre three-pointers in the half. It was 6 points from Cheney Konopasek, just a veteran player, knows how to get position, knows how to use her body to protect the basketball. She's 2 for 3 at the free throw line, has 6 in the first half, 5 including a 3 for Christina Swally in the first half. A bucket for Bree Breithaupt, a bucket for Summer Vesely, and a free throw for Harley Stark. 4 rebounds for Conopasek, 3 for Ashley Parks, 3 for Jocelyn Miller. It was Swally along with Harley Stark, Bree Breithaupt, and Angelina Bauer, each with 1 rebound. I had Miller with 2 assists, 1 for Swally, 1 for Stark, and had Swally with a block in the first half. Cougars with 9 turnovers and 14 rebounds. North Central 12 boards and 8 turnovers. North Central gets to the line just twice, 1 for 2 trip for Allie Cosgrove. Jenna Halleck leads the Knights with 8 in the first half. Cosgrove with 7, then it's 4 for Brielle Businger, and a bucket on an offensive rebound put back by Allie Steven, and that's it. Scoring-wise for the Knights, rebounding has been across the board. Brielle, Allie Steven, Allie Cosgrove, and Jenna Halleck, each with 2 boards. Then it's 1 apiece for Brooklyn Buell, Morgan Lewis, Addison Anderson, and Lainey Pospischel. Had Anderson with 3 assists in the first half. She was scoreless, but had 3 assists. 2 assists for Businger, 1 each for Allie Steven and Courtney Munger, and had Jenna Halleck with a block. Nobody in real foul danger for North Central. Anderson with 2. Knights with 8 turnovers and 12 rebounds. So Halleck with 8, Cosgrove with 7, leading North Central. Jocelyn Miller with 10. Cheney Conopasek with 6, leading Niobrara Verdigre. The Cougars a 26-21 lead at the half. Well, it's time to go to our keys to the second half. Brought to you by Ainsworth Motors, your best in the West Ford store, East Highway 20. Whether it's cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, they've got them on the Ainsworth Motors lot. That best-selling line of trucks in America, the Ford F-Series. They've got some new ones in, so check out the lot on Highway 20. And they are your authorized dealer for Chisholm Trail Bale Beds. Of course, a great service department and body shop as well at Ainsworth Motors. And if you need a set of tires, call on the crew at Ainsworth Motors, as they will get you set up with some new shoes for the vehicle here on this winter driving season. Keys to the second half brought to you by Ainsworth Motors for Niobrara Verdigre. To me, they've got to continue to kind of get out and run. They've been getting points in transition and continue to be aggressive. They are getting to the free throw line and causing problems for a normally vaunted North Central defense. They've broken the pressure at times to gain some advantages in numbers. Now, Halleck has done a nice job for the Knights of kind of stopping some of those 2-on-1 transition opportunities for Niobrara Verdigre. So a key to the second half for the Cougars would be to finish when you get out in transition and get those numbers and continue to be aggressive. Keep attacking the rim. Got to the line 9 times in that first half and got to a little bit of foul issues on the Knights. They've spread them out on those fouls a little bit, but 9 free throws in the first half. Pretty good total for this Cougar team. For the North Central Knights, you've got to start just pound the ball into the post. That's where their bread has been buttered in the first half. Halleck with 8, Cosgrove with 7. They have been matchup trouble against that zone. Knights had a cold shooting half from the outside against the zone. So for North Central, ball rotation and continue to get the ball fed into Cosgrove in the high post, Halleck in the low post, and let those two go to work. See if they can get Niobrara Verdigre into some foul trouble, as they do have a size advantage over the Cougars. So for the Knights, it's also take care of the basketball. Some turnovers that have happened at poor times for North Central and led to some buckets for Niobrara Verdigre. Those are your keys to the second half, brought to you by Ainsworth Motors. We're back with our second half of basketball from Springview with Niobrara Verdigre leading the Knights 26-21.
Meals come together with ease and freshness when you shop at Homeland Grocery in Springview. Save money on low prices every day on lean cuts of meat, the freshest produce, plus select quality dairies, canned and boxed goods for your family at your locally owned Homeland Grocery in Springview. Proud to support the North Central Knights.
Circle B Livestock of Bassett offers a complete line of livestock needs, from feed to pharmaceuticals to livestock handling equipment. Make one stop for all your farm and ranch needs. Shop at Circle B Livestock. They are the livestock producer's friend in Bassett.
Well, we get ready for the second half. Teams will trade ends of the floor. Knights will go from left to right, east to west in their home white uniforms and the silver numbers and letters. Niobrara Verdigre up by 5. They will go from right to left, from west to east, as we call it here in half number 2. It will be North Central basketball down by 5. Cougars on an 8-0 run to close out that second quarter and put up 18 in the second. Knights have had a couple games where they haven't given up that many points, and the Cougars got it in 8 minutes. Anderson, guarded tightly by Miller, loses the dribble, needs some help, finds Cosgrove in the high post into the right corner. 3 for Businger, won't go good. Weak side rebound by Buell. She puts it up, can't score it. Halleck with the board. Her shot is short. And the rebound is loose and tied up by Miller and Cosgrove. Knights miss a couple good looks inside after continuing to misfire from outside. Possession arrow on the tie-up favors the Cougars, so the Knights come up empty. Miller brings it across the timeline into the hands of Swally. Swally turns, gets it to Miller. Miller pull up 12-footer, perfect. Miller has a dozen. Swally with the assist. Knights lost Miller there in transition as they double-team Swally, trying to force it steal. Here's Buell, has it knocked away from her, and it's still loose. Buell gets it into the hands of Cosgrove, but they say a tie-up first with Bartling. And this time the possession arrow to North Central. Lewis comes in, Buell out for the Knights. 28-21, largest lead of the game for either team. It's 7 for the Cougars. Into the left corner, Brielle. Looking inside, now flips it cross court to Anderson. She tries to throw it inside, knocked away and stolen by Konopasek. Turnover Knights, and there is a travel. No, it's a foul and one. Cannot believe it. Coach McCleary screaming for the travel as it looked like an easy travel call. Instead, it's Breithopt who gets the bucket and the and-one opportunity. 4-point start, and then it's the third foul as well on Addison Anderson. Free throw, Breithopt's got it. 5 more, and it is a 13-0 run for the Cougars of Niobrara Verdigre, and they lead it by 10, and they double on the wing, and a foul will be called a reach in. They reach in on Lewis. That one will go against Breithopt. It's her second personal. North Central finds itself down 10. Businger gets it into the hands of Anderson. They extend the zone defense. Anderson on the drive, double team, gets it to Halleck. Up top to Lewis. They are jumping passing lanes. This time Miller knocks it away from Lewis. And another tie-up. Possession arrow to the Cougars, and the Knights are out of sorts offensively as they trail it by 10. They have not scored in about 4 minutes of game time now, and the Cougars are on a 13-0 run. Miller to Swally, trying to go back to Miller. Stolen away by the Knights. Good play by Allie Cosgrove. Forcing the 10th Cougar turnover. Here comes Brielle the other way. Gets it to Lewis. Lewis back to Brielle. She's going to penetrate. Takes it inside. Tries to flip it to Halleck. Halleck over a triple team. Puts it up. Can't finish. Again, another shot inside that won't go for the Knights. And the rebound down to Bartling. Here is Swally. Has it poked away and stolen by Cosgrove. Good play defensively by Allie. Takes it in. The hoop and the foul. As Swally tried to push her at the end of it, Cosgrove finished. And the turnover will lead to an and-one try for Allie Cosgrove, and that breaks the 13-point Niobrara Verdigre run. That run 8 in the last 2+ minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third. Finally broken. Anderson sits with the 3 fouls as Pospischel back in. Wholesale changes for Niobrara Verdigre is Stark back in, Vesely in, as is Bauer. Konopasek and Miller staying out there. Chance at the and one here. The foul on Swally was her first. Cosgrove's free throw won't go, and the rebound down to Konopasek. Knights just 1 for 3 at the line. This one ahead to Stark is off her hands and out of bounds, and the Cougars turn it over. 31-23. It's an 8-point lead for Niobrara Verdigre, but that bucket from Cosgrove after the steal broke a 13-0 Cougar run. Lewis throws it right into the hands of Jocelyn Miller the other way and lays it in. I don't know what that pass was intended for, but it certainly wasn't anywhere near one of the Knights. And that's another bucket for Miller. She has 14 in the game. Pospischel to Brielle. Brielle floater from 8 is short. Rebound off of the hands of Halleck and out of bounds. The Knight deficit is 10 with 5:33 to go in quarter number 3 here from Kippehaw County High School. Ainsworth up 40-15 at the half on Chambers Wheeler Central. Kendall Delamont with 22 in the first half. Good feed from Bauer. The shot, though, missed by Stark. Offensive rebound. Bauer puts it up and in. North Central getting outworked here in this third quarter. And a timeout from Coach Alex McCleary as he is still in the ear of one of the officials at 5:13 to go in the third. His team down a dozen. We'll take a break on KBRB and come back with more in just a moment.
From concept to completion, Halleck Construction, Scott Halleck, specializes in steel buildings, custom-built homes, additions, kitchens and bathrooms, drywall, window replacement, siding, and more. When it's time for improvements, call on Halleck Construction of Springview.
Well, it has been Niobrara Verdigre down 21-18. They are on a 17-2 run and lead at 35-23 over the North Central Knights at 8 lead changes in the first half, but the Niobrara Verdigre lead now at a dozen as the Knights are struggling offensively and are getting gashed at times by the Cougars defensively and on the rebounds.
Tonight's games are, well, it's the gals at the Springview Herald. That's who. Subscribe today for one low cost and catch up on all things North Central Knights plus so much more. The Springview Herald, proud supporter of the North Central Knights.
Well, welcome you back. Not sure how that fired, but while you were away, it was a foul inside on Niobrara Verdigre. It goes against Summer Vesely. So 3 fouls here in the third on the Cougars. Businger looking to get it in, does so on an outlet to Pospischel, to Lewis. Lewis to Laney. She'll take a 3 on the right wing and hits it. It's a West Plains Bank triple for Laney. Pospischel, a much-needed bucket on the assist from Morgan Lewis, and it's a 9-point game. Cougars break the press, and the shot good the other way by Parks. As Parks from Bauer gets the bucket, and they break the North Central pressure. Nice feed from Brielle down to Halleck. Collects, can't finish from 2 feet. And the rebound knocked out of bounds by Parks. It will stay with North Central. Another missed shot inside for the Knights after a great feed from Businger. Breithopt returns for Niobrara Verdigre, as do 2 others. Konopasek back in, Bartling back in. Staying out there will be Swally stays out there. They throw it in to Halleck, and it's stolen away by Swally, but loose. Taken back by Cosgrove. Knights will keep the possession. Now here's Cosgrove. Cosgrove tries to turn the corner into the right corner to Brielle. She drives baseline all the way and shot good in the foul. Great baseline drive, Brielle Businger, and she'll get the and one opportunity. And the foul will start to build a little bit here in the third quarter on Niobrara Verdigre with the Knights whistled for just 1. Brielle now with 6. The foul goes on Bartling, her first. 4th team foul on the Cougars. Brielle converts the 3-point play, and the Knights crawl back within 8 at 37-29. Ahead it goes to Parks, and she travels with it. 13th turnover now on Niobrara Verdigre. Knights have committed 10. Miller right back in after just a quick breather. They're going to bring their leading scorer back, seeing that the tide turning just a bit. Knights down 13 at one point, now trail by 8, 37-29. Can North Central close the gap? Still midway through quarter number 3. They flip it over to Brielle. Brielle spins, looks inside for Halleck. Halleck up at the bucket. That won't go, but a foul. Good aggressive take to the hoop by Jenna. Just turned and went right at the basket. She'll earn free throws. That'll go on Swally. And already 5 fouls this half on the Cougars will pay future dividends if the Knights can hit free throws down the stretch of this one. Jenna with 8 points in the first half. She goes to the free throw line, trying to bring the Knights closer. They're down 8 and now down 7 as Halleck converts the free throw opportunity. Jenna on the season, pretty good free throw shooter, is at now 55%. She's gone down a bit. She was up in the mid-60s. Few games ago. Second one, that one too strong, but right into Brielle Businger's hands. Her putback is short. The rebound down to Miller. Miller races the other way. Now we'll slow it up. Knights 3 for 6 at the line. 3-point shot taken, too strong for Miller. Good weak side rebound by Lewis. Throws it ahead to Brielle. She chases it down, attacks the hoop, and we've got a foul. Will they give her shots or on the floor? It's on the floor. Good play by Lewis, getting that rebound and firing it ahead to Brielle. So the Knights down by 7. Commit the 6th foul now on Niobrara Verdigre. That's on Breithaupt. Coach McCleary lobbying for free throws. Thought Brielle might have been shooting that one as Breithaupt goes out with her 3 fouls. Stark back in. Businger to trigger it in. Gets it in, good feed to Lewis. Shot too strong off the window. Knights miss another bunny inside, and the board pulled away by Swally. Great look inside on the inbound from Brielle. Swally into the corner to Stark. They throw it to Konopasek from the right elbow. Gets it back to Stark into the corner. Swally fires a 3 off the back iron. Rebound tipped into the hands of Cosgrove. Good tip by Halleck to avoid giving up the offensive board. Cosgrove to Jenna. Jenna throws it into the right corner. Pospisil open. Buries another one. 2 in the third for Laney Pospisil. It's a West Plains Bank 3 on the assist from Halleck, and a timeout taken by Niobrara Verdigre as the Knights have climbed to within 4. 37-33, a spark off the bench for Pospisil as Laney now with 2 threes in the frame, and with 3:06 to go, the Knights from down 13 are back within 4.
The Whistle Stop offers floral arrangements and gift items for any occasion. Fresh flowers and silks, plants, bouquets, sprays, and arrangements. Let the Whistle Stop in Bassett make it a memorable occasion with one of their unique creations.
Buying or selling livestock is made much easier when you buy and sell with Bassett Livestock Auction. Remember, sale day is each Wednesday, so make plans to attend or call to consign your livestock. Bassett Livestock Auction, Bassett.
Stretch your hay supply with Brad Fox Grinding. Grinding hay is one of the most efficient ways to feed hay or other forages to livestock. Brad Fox provides on-site forage and grain grinding service to those who wish to make the most efficient, economical use of their available feedstuffs. Call Brad Fox today to schedule a time to stop and grind. For reliable, dependable hay grinding service, call on Brad Fox Grinding of O'Neill. Phone 402-340-4038.
Boy, big answer here for North Central. They are on a 10-1 run to get back within 4 at 37-33. So the Knights trail by as many as 13 here in the third. They had given up a 17-2 run, but now right back within 4. Swally, tough, 16-footer in and out and back in on the right elbow. Boy, Christina Swally, a tough shot on the run, and she hits it. 39-33, that answers the North Central run, puts the lead back to 6. Buell throws it right into the hands of Swally, and she is fouled. Turnover number 11 on North Central. Knights have made some passes just right into the hands of the Cougars. Cougars really try to jump those passing lanes, but they jump those lanes before sometimes North Central even releases the pass, and it just looks like the Knights are throwing it right into the hands of the Cougars. Laney Pospisil comes in after a quick breather as Buell is out. 39-33, North Central down 6. Cougars at 10-5, up by 6 on the road. Jocelyn Miller, a big part of that. The point guard for the Cougars has 14. She wants to drive on Halleck, takes it in, and is going to draw the contact. Just a smart way to go right into the body of Halleck as she drove. Jenna trying to put her hands just straight up, but she was moving, and it's the body contact that gets Halleck her second foul and earns Miller 2 free throws. That's a savvy move from just a sophomore, knowing how to get herself to the free throw line. And Miller knocks in the first. Give her 15 in the game, averages close to 20 per ball game. And now Niobrara Verdigre with a little answer. They've scored 3 straight to push the lead back to 7. Still 2:29 to go in the third. Second one is too strong. Rebound down to Brielle. Brielle will slow it up. Cougars are 8 for 12 at the free throw line. North Central 3 for 6. Munger on the bounce, into the corner to Halleck. Cross-court pass to Brielle, 3 on the wing. That one won't go. Rebound to Lewis. She can't get the shot to fall, and it's into the hands of Bauer. Lewis wanted a foul call there as she tried to put the shot up. 40-33, Cougars get a stop. Bauer in the left corner, dribbles in, takes a 16-footer, too strong. Rebound to Konopasek, took it away from Businger on the right side, and she puts it up and in. Konopasek's first bucket of the second half. She has 8. Lead right back to 9 for the Cougars. They're on a 5-0 run, and now a loose ball tie-up between Pospisil and Stark as the possession arrow keeps it with the Knights. Ashley Parks back in. Konopasek with a breather. Coach Stauffer going 9 deep as he is keeping his players rested. 42-33, Cougars by 9. Pospisil gets it to Brielle. She drives, dumps it down low. Great feed to Cosgrove. Can't get the finish, but she gets the foul and will go to the line for two. Cosgrove upset. She didn't get an and one chance there. The push in the back after a beautiful feed from Brielle. The foul goes against Bauer. It's already the 7th team foul on Niobrara Verdigre with 1:36 to go here in the third. Free shot for Cosgrove. Perfect. Allie now in double figures. She has 10. Halleck has 9. 7 for Businger. 6 on 2 threes here in the third quarter for Pospisil. Second free throw for Allie. That one is rattling home as well. Cosgrove hits a pair. Lewis out as Anderson returns for North Central with her 3 fouls. 1:36 to go in the half. It's a 7-point game. Knights will go with a little token pressure in the backcourt, but they will clear it out for Miller. Let the sophomore bring it ahead. She's met at half court by Brielle Businger. Goes high post to Bauer. She turns against the man-to-man. Puts it on the deck. Gets it out to Miller. Miller wants to drive on Brielle. Crossover behind the back and scores. What a handle for Jocelyn Miller. A crossover goes behind her back and pulls up for the 10-footer. That is tough to stop. Brielle a good on-ball defender, and Miller just went to work. Anderson a tough pass. It's loose on the floor, and a tie-up will favor the Niobrara Verdigre Cougars. They lead it by 9. That 8-0 run to close out the first half really changed the tenor in this one. It was a 13-0 run as they scored the first 5 in the third quarter, and a 17-2 run at one point before the Knights got a rally after getting down by as many as 13 to get within 4. Miller on the drive, pulls up, gets it out to Bauer, fakes the 3, dumps it down low. They lose Parks, but Halleck with a big block. Parks gets it back ahead to Miller. The bucket and the foul. Parks got her own miss after the block by Halleck and feeds it to Miller for the finish and the and one opportunity. The lead right back to 11 as Coach McCleary playing offense for defense, bringing Anderson back in. Exiting is Lewis, but a 11-point lead, chance to make it 12 here for Miller, who is filling up the shot chart as this one is in and out. Halleck down with the board. North Central the other way quickly. Businger's trapped on the left elbow, feeds it out to Pospisil, now to Addison Anderson. Anderson drives baseline, left corner, open 3, Brielle. That one won't go. Brielle ice cold from outside, and the rebound off the hand of Halleck and out of bounds. Boy, Brielle's had some wide open looks from 3. She typically is pretty good from out there, but she has missed. And it's an 11-point lead for the Cougars with the basketball. Final 30 seconds of quarter number 3. Miller double-teamed, has it poked away on the floor loose. Miller gets it back, gets it to Bauer. She's triple-teamed and timeout from Coach Stoffer with 19 seconds to keep the possession. 46-35. It's been a 20-point third quarter for Niobrara Verdigre against a team that just does not give up points defensively after scoring 18 in the second. It's been a 20-point third for Niobrara Verdigre as they lead at 46-35. They have outscored North Central 20-14 in the quarter. If the Knights put up 14 points in a quarter, 9 times out of 10, they are going to win that quarter, but they are finding themselves down by 11 here late in the third. 20 seconds remaining. Knights at home, 12-2 on the year. Big week for North Central. They've got a home matchup in Bassett Thursday against a good Ainsworth team, and then a road trip Friday to a rated Anselmo Myrna team. But it starts here against a 10-5 Cougar team from Niobrara Verdigre. Bauer throws it over the head of Vesely, trying to get it inside, and the Knights will have a chance to cut this back to single digits before the fourth quarter. 11 seconds on the clock. Brielle ahead to Pospisil. She'll launch a triple. That one is short. That was a deep one for Laney. Miller dribbles through traffic, fires a 3 at the buzzer, banked it off the back of the rim, no good. And that'll take us to the final 8 minutes with North Central on the Tri-County Bank scoreboard, trailing at home to the Niobrara Verdigre Cougars, 46-35. Back with the final 8 minutes after this on KBRB.
Tires you deserve from people you can trust. At Rock County Tire, their sales and service team go above and beyond to help you with your tire needs. For complete tire service from start to finish, call on Rock County Tire in Bassett. Phone 402-684-2200.
Your Zematic by Lindsay dealer offers replacement parts for any brand of pivot, installation and training, superior service when you need it.
Your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer is Ainsworth Electric Motor, located just 1 mile east of Ainsworth on Highway 20. Call 387-1071.
Get the lawn you've always dreamed of with K-Lawn. Daniel and Matt will make sure your lawn gets exactly the treatments it needs, exactly when it needs them, all season long. Having a beautiful lawn is easy and affordable with K-Lawn of Bassett, 402-684-3557.
Well, this Niobrara Verdigre Cougar basketball team has gone on the road and gone toe-to-toe with the three-time Niobrara Valley Conference tournament champions as the Cougars have an 11-point lead. As we head into the final 8 minutes, it will be North Central basketball. Cougars put up 18 in the second, 20 in the third, behind a huge game, 19 points from sophomore Jocelyn Miller. Pospischal with the basketball, hands it off to Anderson. Anderson takes it into the paint, puts up the shot, won't go. Rebound down to Konopasek, and then she is tied up, and it will be possession arrow to the Cougars. Konopasek with 7 boards now. Her role has changed. Miller's become the point guard. Konopasek handled those duties, but Cheney with 8 points, 7 boards, the veteran senior for this Cougar squad. They lead by 11 with the basketball as the Knights come up empty on their opening possession. Bright hopped with it as Miller is getting a little breather. Konopasek splits a double team, and she's fouled. What do we have? The officials are going to talk. Do they say on the floor or on the shot? I think that's the only question. They're going to say no travel from Konopasek. All right, one official on the baseline ruled a foul. The outer official overruled, called it a travel, so the Cougars turn it over for the 15th time. North Central down 11. Need to start chipping away here in the early stages of the fourth quarter. Good pressure defense on the perimeter from Niobrara Verdigre. Knights have not been able to get the ball consistently into the post. 3 on the right wing. That's a huge West Plains Bank 3. Addison Anderson on the assist from Brielle Businger. Buries one, the deep right corner, and it makes it an 8-point game. Swally into the hands of Breinhoff to Konopasek in the high post. Her pass tip stolen by Pospischal. Ahead to Anderson, 2-on-1. Anderson takes it in. The charging foul called. Excellent defense by Breinhoff. It's the 4th foul on Addison Anderson. Anderson was 2-on-1. Breinhoff stepped up. She positioned herself perfectly. That's when Anderson's got to bounce across the lane to her teammate who's trailing. Instead, it's the 4th on Addison Anderson. She will exit as Lewis returns. 46-38, under 7 to go. Knights down by 8. Miller right back in for the Cougars. Tough catch. Swally makes it. Cross court. Breinhoff for 3 on the wing. Buries it. Bree Breinhoff gets the triple. And the Cougars right back up by 11, answering the Anderson 3. Businger flips it inside to Halleck. Halleck tries to bounce it to Cosgrove. Tracked down by Pospischal. Ball loose on the floor. Oh, should have been a travel on the floor. Ball still loose. It's picked up by the Cougars. There's bodies everywhere. Swally's shot swatted out of bounds. No, a foul on Halleck, and 2 shots coming up for Swally. Bodies everywhere. North Central with a turnover, 49-38, and Swally heads to the free throw line. Swally on the season is a 50% free throw shooter. 49-38, Cougars by 11 with 6:14 to go. Foul the 3rd on Jenna Halleck. She thought she had a clean block and the free throw short from Swally. Cougars not near as good in this second half of the free throw line. They were 6 and 9 in the first half. They're just 2 for 6 here in the second half. 16 foul on the Knights. Cougars will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Cougars have 7 fouls. Second free throw for Swally. That one too strong, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds by Bartling, and it will go to the North Central Knights. So Swally misses on a couple. Told you, Niobrara Verdigre just a 47% free throw shooting team. They were 6 for 9 in the first half, but just 2 for 7 here in the second half. Pospischal has it poked away by Miller. Again, it's just fantastic perimeter defense by the Cougars. This is a physical game. The officials are letting these two teams bang around, Both coaches have at times wanted foul calls. It's been consistently officiated. Pospisil telegraphs a pass stolen by Swally. Swally takes it ahead, lays it in. Too many telegraphed passes by North Central along the perimeter that have led to runouts by the Cougars. And now a reach-in against Miller as she tried to poke it away from Brielle. Businger a chance to score with the clock stopped now. 5:46 to go, still a lot of time, but North Central in a 13-point hole. Steven returns, Anderson in, out go Pospisil and Halleck, and it's a 1-and-1 for Brielle. Businger 1 for 1 at the line, hit an and one here in the third quarter. So now in the fourth, Brielle's free throw perfect. Businger with 8. Knights down by a dozen. Will have to likely go to the full court press if this free shot is in. See if they can force some Cougar turnovers. Niobrara Verdigre has turned it over 16 times, but they have put up a bundle of points against what is typically just a phenomenal North Central defense. Brielle hits the second. They will clear it out for Jocelyn Miller. She throws it to nobody, and it's out of bounds to the Knights. There's a rare mistake from the sophomore, and the Knights get the quick turnover, and they'll bring Halleck back into the ballgame, replacing Cosgrove. Knights down 11, 5:39 to go. The 10-5 Cougars leading the 12-2 Knights. It's a huge week for North Central. Ainsworth Thursday at home, and then a tough game on the road at Anselmo Myrna on Friday. Anderson avoids the reach in from Miller. Feeds it on a great pass to Businger. Short on the shot. Gets it back, flips it at the rim. Can't get it. Steven with the rebound. That won't go. Rebound tapped around. Coach McCleary screaming for a foul inside. Knights miss a couple good looks. And the other way, the shot is good for Swally on the drive. That's a 4-point swing. Knights couldn't get one to fall on one end, and a bucket the other way in transition for Swally. Halleck cross-court pass to Munger. To Anderson, steps in for a 17-footer. Addy, that one won't go. And a whistle and a foul on North Central. That'll be over the back. No, what are they going to say? It's going to be a 1-and-1 for North Central. Who's the foul on? They call it on Swally. She must have hooked Morgan Lewis to, they could say, pushed Allie Steven to get position. Okay, the foul on Swally. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Steven with the Knights down 13. Free throw is up for Allie, too strong. And the rebound down to Cheney Kanapatsa as she screened off Halleck from the board. So the Knights, there's a long two the other way for Stark. Her first field goal. It's a 15-point Niobrara Verdigre lead. 4.5 minutes remain. Steven on the drive, puts it up, tough shot, can't bank it in. Offensive rebound to Halleck and a push foul called against the Cougars. Halleck will go to the line for free throws. Double bonus now for North Central. 15-point lead for Niobrara Verdigre, and they have come on the road and taken it to the North Central Knights. They are up 15. 4:28 to go. Free throws here for Jenna. She's 1 for 2 at the line. Knocks that one in. Halleck in double figures with 10. North Central shooting better at the line than the Cougars this half. Wholesale changes for Niobrara Verdigre. Miller stays out there. Bartling, Parks, and Bauer come in, and Breithaupt stays out there. 55-41. Second free throw here for Halleck. That one good as well. Jenna hits a pair. Knights will set up the press. But they're going to just back it off as Miller just clears everybody out. Cosgrove meets her at half court, and Miller throws it to Bauer, who wasn't anticipating the pass. Another poor turnover for the Cougars, trying to give the Knights life here. 55-42. North Central needs a bucket. Down by 13 as we approach the halfway point of quarter number 4. Anderson guarded by Miller, spins to her right. Good defense by Miller. Cross-court pass to Brielle. Brielle turns the corner, gets into the lane, shot off the glass. Too strong again. How many shots have the Knights missed from inside 8 feet? Foul on the rebound will be the 4th on Jenna Halleck. So 4 on Halleck, 4 on Anderson. We will walk the other way for a 1-and-1, and it's Angelina Bauer who heads to the free throw line. Bauer on the season. Well, my stats has not attempted a free throw. Pospisil returns for North Central. Out will go Steven. 4:01 to go. It's a 1-and-1 for Bauer. She has a bucket coming here in the second half. A 13-point lead for Niobrara Verdigre. Angelina Bauer gets the free throw to fall. Lead is 14 with 4:01 remaining. Cougars trying to leapfrog the Knights in the wild card standings as this one is up. Perfect as well. Angelina Bauer buries a pair. Knights down 15. Businger into the hands of Pospisil. Laney on the drive is double teamed. Feeds it to Anderson. Anderson works to her left. Catches it cross court to Pospisil. Tries to throw it inside. Low for Halleck. Turned over. Stolen away by Bartling, and now a breakout the other way for Breithaupt for a layup. Wow, is this Cougar team getting the job done as Jocelyn Miller pumping both fists after that assist to Bartling, and the Knights are in trouble, down 17 with 3:35 to go. Fantastic performance for Niobrara Verdigre here on the road.
Three River Telecommunications strives to better serve their customers of north central Nebraska with the latest telecommunications technologies, local and long distance, DSL, and digital HD TV. Three River Telco Lynch, Three River Communications, and Three River Digital Ainsworth.
Rock County Agronomy provides you a complete agronomic package, including soil sampling with recommendations to meet your crop's needs, custom blending, and application of nutrients and chemicals. Rock County Agronomy of Bassett.
Shepherd Feeding Company of Mills is an 8,000-head commercial feedlot. They also provide a market for locally grown corn and hay. When you are looking to put cattle on feed, contact Doug Shepherd at Shepherd Feeding Company, Mills, Nebraska.
You just absolutely take your hat off to the performance by the Niobrara Verdigre Cougars here on the road. Cougars 10-5 on the season, but they have just dominated this game since about the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. They finished the second on an 8-0 run. They were down 21-18. They now lead it 59-42, and the Cougars are putting up just huge offensive stats against a normally completely stingy North Central defense. Knights down 17 with 3:30 to go. North Central basketball. Businger works to her left. Feeds it down low. Nobody there, and it's turned over for the 16th time. Knights will go to the full court press. Expect the Cougars to try to get the ball into the hands of their talented sophomore Jocelyn Miller. They do. They trap her, and she turns it over to Anderson. Shot up too strong again. Rebound down to Cosgrove, and she's hit and fouled. Knights get the turnover, and Cosgrove on the offensive glass will go to the line. The foul on Niobrara Verdigre, the second on Parks, but it's a double bonus. Allie Cosgrove to the line. She is 3 for 5. This one is up and good. Cosgrove has made her last 3. She's in double figures with 12. Back in comes Konopasek. She's had the best rebounding game for the Cougars with 8. Second attempt for Allie. This one is up. Good as well. She hits the pair. Knights will bring Steven in to replace Anderson. Halleck also exits as Pospisil back in, protecting the two Knights who have 4 fouls. 59-44. It remains a 15-point advantage. Bauer has it knocked around. It's stolen by Cosgrove. Tries to get it to Pospisil, and a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Knights. Good job by Cosgrove getting in to knock that one away, and Pospisil was able to tie up Konopasek. And now Anderson and Halleck return with their 4 fouls on the offensive end at the dead ball. Businger to trigger it in. Gets it to Halleck in the corner. Out to Anderson. Throws it right into the hands of Miller. It's knocked loose. And another tie-up, and this time to Niobrara Verdigre. Niobrara Verdigre has jumped the perimeter passing lanes and has really bothered North Central. North Central's made some passes that by the time the pass got to where they were wanting it to go, Niobrara Verdigre was standing there and waiting for it. Cougars get it into Konopasek. Throws it right into the hands of Lewis. Her shot way too strong off the glass. Rebound down to Bauer. She dribbles out of traffic. And now gets it ahead to Swally. 2-on-1. Swally, good pass to Breithaupt. Up and in! Breaking the press. Breithaupt had a huge second half. 61-44. Brielle flips one up and in on the drive. And the Cougars break the pressure. Here comes Konopasek to Breithaupt. They're not letting the foot off the gas. And there's a foul on Pospisil. With 2:32 to go, we'll put Breithaupt at the line for a 1-and-1. Breithaupt with 10 points in the second half, 12 for the game. She'll be at the line for a 1-and-1. Smart foul by Pospisil. That's the 8th team foul on North Central. Gives the Knights a chance to return Halleck and Anderson. But a 15-point lead for the Cougars with 2:32 to go. They are not going away as the Knights try to up the pressure. Breithaupt's front into the 1-and-1. That misses. Rebound to Halleck. Knights get a stop. The free throws hurting the Cougars a little bit in the second half. Good dump down to Lewis from Brielle, and Morgan Lewis earns 2 free throws. Clock stopped with 2:23. Knights a chance to chip away. 61-46. Niobrara Verdigre at 10-5 leads the 12-2 North Central Knights. Free throw from Morgan. Up and good. Morgan's first point. Knights trying to close the gap here. Down 14. We've got a sub getting ready to come in. Halleck and Anderson going to stay on the floor with 4 fouls. He has typically been subbing offense for defense. Second free throw for Lewis. That one in and out. Rebound pulled away by Cosgrove, but she loses it, and it's off of Halleck and out of bounds. Cosgrove couldn't quite snare that one on the miss from Lewis. Knights are 12 for 16 at the line. They get it into Konopasek. Now Miller ahead to Swally. They throw it ahead. She loses it. Stolen away by Anderson. Anderson tries to throw it to Cosgrove. Knocked away and stolen by Bauer. Knights give it right back. And then a foul on a block will go against North Central and put Miller at the line for a 1-1. Knights had a great opportunity there. Cosgrove was open for a moment. By the time Anderson saw her, she tried the long pass. Bauer had got back down the floor to knock it away and get the turnover. The foul against Brielle will put Miller at the line. Joslyn has missed her last 2 free throws. She's 4 for 7. This one is good. A final 1-and-1 for Niobrara Verdigre. The lead back to 15 with 2:06 remaining. Cougars have played North Central tough several times. Knights have always been able to get it done as Miller misses the second, but the rebound out to Bauer. Long rebound. She gets it right back to Miller. Bauer now into the left corner trying to penetrate. Kicks it out to Miller. They're going to go to work on the clock now with a minute 55, and Swally is fouled by Brielle. So even when the Cougars miss, they are able to get a board. And now Swally to the free throw line. She's trying to fan herself off. She has 11 in this one. That is 3 in double figures, and Konopasek with 8 for this Niobrara Verdigre team. 20 for Miller. Make it now Swally gets the free throw. Minute 54. Knights are going to look like fall at home here to drop to 12-3 and lose critical position in the Niobrara Valley Conference tournament seeding race. Second free throw rattles home as well. Swally's had a nice ball game. The other way go the Knights. Deep 3, Anderson. Knights need it. Bury a West Plains Bank triple. Anderson's second of the half on the 4th assist from Brielle. And the entry pass knocked out of bounds, and a timeout taken for Coach Stauffer. He's wanting a push call against the Knights on that inbound. Knights trail by 14 with a minute 45 to go. North Central, after misfiring on all of its three-point shots in the first half, has hit 4 here in the second half. 2 from Anderson, 2 for Pospisil, but it has not been enough as the Cougars are in danger of putting up a 40-point half here on North Central if they get a couple more points in this quarter, which they are likely to do. 64-50. It is Niobrara Verdigre doing something that no team other than Bancroft, Rosalie, Lions, Decatur, a highly rated team out of Class C1 has done, and that is put up points against this North Central defense. The Knights have just really given up more looks than they would in about a 3-game span to this Cougar team. 64-50 is your score. Congratulations to Ainsworth senior Caitlin Nelson, as she ends up with the career school record in rebounds for the Bulldogs. And Ainsworth wins it 74-41 against Chambers Wheeler Central. Kendall Delamont finishes with 28 points after scoring 17 in the first quarter. North Central goes full court pressure. They get it into Swally. Swally back to the hands of Konopasek. They're going to ride her up the sidelines, throws it ahead to Bauer. Bauer now to Swally. She takes it in. Beautiful feed to Breithaupt for the finish. Swally has her 5th assist, 66-50, under a minute and a half to go. Lewis drives, kicks it out to Brielle. She'll take a 3 on the wing. That one too strong. Brielle's been ice cold from deep. Miller ahead. Now we'll slow it up smartly. Waits, gets it to Breithaupt. And the Cougars are going to come away with a win on the road against the Knights as Pospisil fouls Swally. 66-50, North Central down. The final 70 seconds, and Christina Swally, who's had a fantastic ball game for the Cougars, give her 13 points, 5 assists, and a couple boards. Foul was the second on Lainey Pospisil. Double bonus now for Swally. She hit her last 2 after missing 2. That one in and out. Halleck and Anderson return for Lewis and Steven. Both Anderson and Halleck with 4 fouls. Knights just trying to extend the game at this point, but they trail by 16. They have not been able to get any closer than about 10 here in this second half after the Cougars got that big start to the third. This one rattles in for Swally. Brielle brings it ahead to Anderson. Addy, deep 3 off balance. Wild shot, misses wildly, and Swally is fouled. That one, an off-balance 3 from Anderson with a minute 1 to go. And we'll walk the other way for free throws. The foul is on Allie Cosgrove, her 3rd. Double bonus situation for Niobrara Verdigre as Swally back to the free throw line. 67-50 with a minute 1 remaining. Boys waiting in both corners to get the 20-minute clock started on our boys varsity matchup, but you just tip your cap to Coach Zach Stauffer in his first season and the Niobrara Verdigre Cougars. This is a big road win for that program over a North Central team that has just quite frankly dominated most of the Niobrara Valley Conference over the last several seasons. Businger picks it up in half court, under a minute to go. Anderson feeds it into the left corner. Pospisil out to Cosgrove for 3. That one too strong, and the rebound down to Bauer, and now the Knights call off the Dogs, down by 18. Swally gets it ahead to Konopasek, but Swally will be fouled after making the pass. Swally will go to the line. Foul on Brielle. 2 more free throws coming for Christina Swally. How many performances of the game can we give out for this Niobrara Verdigre team? Timeout for North Central, and Coach McCleary going to send in the bench for the remaining 42 seconds of this one. 68-50, Niobrara Verdigre. We'll come back with the final 40-plus seconds after this.
This is Dane Sears, Ag Loan Officer with Homestead Bank. The ag bankers at Homestead Bank understand the risks and rewards of farming and ranching. We can help you look ahead and plan for a season of success. Stop in or call to visit one of our experienced bankers today to start your journey. Homestead Bank, member FDIC.
Springview Implement and Supply, Troy Cook. For all your hardware, plumbing, and electrical supplies, and ranch, farm, and commercial welding, Troy Cook of Springview Implement and Supply, 1 block west of the flashing light in Springview. Proud to support the North Central Knights.
Well, as we come back here to Kippahaw County High School, North Central at 12-2, going to fall at home. This will be the first loss at home for the Knights and will hurt their chances of not playing an opening round game in the NVC tournament. Boy, the Niobrara Verdigre bench is just ecstatic, looking like they're going to get the W here as Swally gets the free throw. It's a 19-point lead for the Cougars. 42 seconds remaining. Second one for Swally is perfect as well. And she will come out as Stark back in. Cougars under 50% on the season. They've got it back. They're now 17 for 29 at the free throw line. Knights have new players in. Buell back out there. Caitlin Smith in for the first time. Bridget Lewis out there. McKenna Witzke in. And Courtney Munger back in the ball game. On the sideline, knocked out of bounds by newly entered Billy Pritchett for Niobrara Verdigre. We get also out there is Andrea Suka. Some other players we'll try to pick up. Mish Ravenkamp. Buell passes on the three on the wing, gets it into the hands of Bridget Lewis with 20 seconds. Lewis to Caitlin Smith. Caitlin drive, pull up from 13. That one won't go. Lewis the offensive rebound. That shot won't fall. Offensive board to Buell, who puts it up and in. 70 to 52. We got a timeout on the floor with 8 seconds left. Did not see, I think they wanted to get another player in for Niobrara Verdigre. A couple players I don't have listed. That will be, trying to see a couple that have come in. Michaela Ravenkamp was one of them. Kennedy Reynolds was out there. Andrea Suko, as we mentioned. Billy Pritchett. Also for Niobrara Verdigre, Eve Kuchera, a 5'11 freshman, is in for the first time. Quiet Kippahaw County homestand here as the Knights are going to fall to 12-3, 70 to 52. Just an absolutely fabulous final about 18 or 19 minutes for this Niobrara Verdigre team as they erupt on the bench after knocking off the North Central Knights 70 to 52. Niobrara Verdigre scores 44 points in the second half, and they will get a dominating 18-point victory on the road to go to 11-5 on the season and drop the North Central Knights to 12-3. That's your Tri-County Bank game final. We're back to wrap it up on our end of the game summary after these messages.
Tall Tales Taxidermy in Valentine will help you display your trophies with their quality wildlife artistry. Furry, feathery, or scaly, they do it all. Check out their website, talltailstaxidermystudio.com, or stop in at 103 North Cherry Street in Valentine.
Orton Feed Company of Mills can help you supplement your cattle without the use of high-priced corn or cake by using economical Lumix ADM feeds. From Orton Feed Company, Jason Orton of Mills, proud supporter of high school sports.
When you need to find a song, how exciting price. Roll in the spotlight.
Ainsworth Auto Parts open weekdays 7:30 to 6 and Saturdays 8 to 4. Phone number 402-382-3600. Ainsworth Auto Parts, CarQuest store, East Highway 20, Ainsworth.
The Ainsworth Feed Mill is proud to buy corn from local farmers because the best corn in the nation makes the best pigs in the nation. And when money stays local, it multiplies time and time again. GJW and the Ainsworth Feed Mill, putting our local area first and feeding the world.
Turn your equipment into cash with Big Iron. Hi, I'm Logan Leonard, your area Big Iron sales rep, providing solid support for selling your ag, construction, and transportation equipment. No hassle, no reserves, no hidden fees, no freight costs. Call me today at 402-925-8184.
You can come to West Hope Medical Services for health care for your whole family. With a primary care clinic open 5 days a week, visiting specialists nearly every day, and a top-notch therapy and rehab facility, we have you covered for whatever comes up. 402-925-2811.
Scott Rosichka with Soother's Feeds, a second-generation nutrition-first company that truly cares if you're successful. With our products from everything from mineral to cube, custom feeds, consultations, effort development programs, feedstock supplier programs, we can do it all. That's Scott Rosichka with Soother Feeds, 402-358-2083.
Making car shopping fun again. Whether you're in the market for brand new or pre-owned, shop a great selection at William Crotter Company, where service is a family tradition. See them at 305 West Douglas in O'Neill, or you can find them on Facebook and CrotterAuto.com.
Jim Arnhold of Arnhold Insurance Agency in Bassett can provide you with health, life, and cancer insurance, Medicare supplement, nursing home, and disability coverage, business and estate planning. Give Jim a call at Arnhold Insurance in Bassett, 402-684-2901.
Well, we're back here on KBRB. We're on FM 92, KBRB.net. Final final score 70-52. Niobrara Verdigre on the road. A fantastic performance in this one to defeat North Central. Just the third loss for the Knights on the season. And the 44 points scored in the second half by the Cougars, just the second half, would be enough to be the third most points given up by North Central in any game this season. One of those was an overtime win over Gregory where the Knights gave up 47. They gave up 60 to BRLD. This Niobrara Verdigre team just put up 70 points on the Knights, and from down 21-18 in the final 16 minutes of this one, Niobrara Verdigre outscored North Central by the tune of 52-31. North Central led 21-18 with about 2 minutes left in the second, as the Knights, with 5 lead changes in the first quarter, led 10-8. North Central led 21-18 in the second before Niobrara Verdigre finished the half on an 8-0 run to take a 26-21 lead to the locker room. And then Niobrara Verdigre jumped out to the first 5 points of the third quarter to take a double-digit lead, and then add a 17-2 run to push that lead all the way out to 13 points. Knights made a rally to get within 4, only to see it answered by Niobrara Verdigre, as Niobrara Verdigre outscored the Knights 11-5 down the stretch after the Knights had cut it to 4. And it was a 20-point third quarter for Niobrara Verdigre. Knights scored 14, made it 46-35. And then in the fourth, Niobrara Verdigre kept that hot hand, pushed the lead out to as many as 17. Knights could get back only to within about 11, and then had to extend the game with fouls. Niobrara Verdigre hit enough foul shots down the stretch, including 6 for 8 at the line in the fourth quarter from Christina Swally. And the Cougars scored 24 points in the fourth. Knights with 17, 70-52. The final. Niobrara Verdigre goes to 11-5, gets a signature win here on the road against a North Central team that drops to 12-3. And not the way to start the week for North Central, as they have 2 big ones remaining on Thursday at home against a good Ainsworth team that just put up 74 on Chambers Wheeler Central tonight in a 33-point victory. And then on the road Friday to take on a rated Anselmo Myrna team. Some of the Cougars making their way up into the stands with big hugs for parents as they are getting celebrated for this win over the vaunted Knights. This Cougar team has played North Central tough several times in the last few years, but they have never been able to get over the hump. Well, they did so tonight in a big way and broke through that barrier with a 70-point performance to win by 18 here on the road against North Central. It is your Tri-County Bank game final and end of the game summary. Knights going through Parents' Night here at Springview, as we will have an extended post game. Our end of the game report brought to you by the Tri-County Bank. Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance, go local for all your home needs. The Tri-County Bank Home Mortgage Team is here to help you get into the home of your dreams. The Tri-County Bank isn't just a lender. The staff are your neighbors, so stop by the Tri-County Bank. Branch is located in Stewart, Atkinson, Bassett, O'Neill. You can visit tcbhomemortgage.com to get the process started. Tri-County Bank Home Mortgage Team, they're building your future together and are member FDIC and an equal housing lender. We will take a break, come back, and go into our post-game show, go through the stats for both teams in this 70-52 victory for the Niobrara Verdigre Cougars over the North Central Knights.
Stand solid with proven genetics from Barstow Angus of Springview. Each year in the early spring, Barstow Angus offers to beef producers throughout the region outstanding Angus bulls raised and fed to ensure structure and breeding soundness. Barstow Angus of Springview.
Count on your New Holland dealer, Sandhill Equipment of Bassett, to answer all of your farm equipment needs. They pride themselves on a hard-earned reputation for fair prices and unparalleled service. Visit them online at sandhilleq.com.
Concrete is the cornerstone of many building projects. Stewart Concrete, with locations in Atkinson, Stewart, and Valentine, can mix cement and water with all the ingredients to make the right concrete for the job. This mud's for you from Stewart Concrete, serving you from Stewart, Atkinson, and Valentine. Call 402-924-3644.
Make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. Morrison Underground Sprinkler Service of Bassett, Matt and Trish will provide you with a free no-obligation estimate for underground sprinkler installation. Plus, they service and repair existing systems too. Phone 402-684-3558.
Don't overload your brain circuits trying to find a qualified electrician. Make one call to Painter Electric, Randy Painter in Springview. Professional, affordable, experienced, and he is local. Phone 402-497-2086.
Rural health care from rural roots. Better health care for your family, from clinical, obstetrical, emergency room to home care. Greater Sandhills Family Health Care with convenient locations in Bassett, Stewart, and Atkinson.
Whether to or from the ball game, call timeout at Scott's Place in Bassett for a tank of Conoco regular, super, or diesel fuel. Faces, loaded pizza, deli sandwiches, your favorite pop or beer. Scott's Place Conoco at the junction of Highway 20 and 183 has videos, Nebraska Lottery, and Powerball, too.
And we're back here on KBRB as they introduce the seniors here on Parents' Night. Not the way the two North Central seniors wanted their Parents' Night to go, Brielle Businger and Jenna Halleck, as they're introduced to the cheers from the crowd. But wrong end of a 70-52 decision tonight for North Central at the hands of a now 11-5 Niobrara Verdigre team that just made a statement to the rest of the Niobrara Valley Conference that says, hey, don't forget about us when the tournament comes up in a couple of weeks, as this NVC team puts up a season high against the Knight defense, as not only a season high that the Cougars have scored, but a season high that the Knights have given up. And this NVC conference tournament just got even more interesting with Niobrara Verdigre now right in the mix for one of the top four seeds. They'll move ahead of North Central with this victory. And right there with O'Neill St. Mary's, Elgin, different occasion.